Hey everybody, today we're going to run through a static stretching routine. Static stretching meaning that you're going to take yourself up to a point of tension and hold. This is just one way that we can stretch. We have other ways such as ballistic stretching where you're bouncing, dynamic stretching where you're moving around a whole lot. We have proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, which is another nice form of stretching. But today we're just going to keep it simple and do some static stretching. We're going to hold each stretch for 20 seconds. If you find that you're really tight in a spot and it just feels good, press the pause button and keep holding as long as you guys would like. Some research shows that static stretching up to 2 minutes is beneficial for us. Today, just 20 seconds, make pauses whenever you want. But let's get started. We're going to begin on our backs. We're going to take one leg straight up in the air. Keep your leg pretty well stiff. You can have a little bend in your knee if you like, but we don't want it bent like this. What we're going to do is pull up and then try to pull back. So we take a bunch of tension onto our hamstrings, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds. In this position, you can move around a little bit wherever is comfortable for you. You can pull across this to the middle, come back a little bit further, a little bit to the side. All right, let's switch. Okay, your second leg. Find tension on the back of your leg and hold for 20 seconds. I'm sure everyone watching this video has done this stretch before. Maybe you've done it with a belt around your foot. That works just fine as well. But today we don't need any equipment, so we're going to do it the simple way. And relax. Still in that same position, let's bring one foot on top of our knee, and if you can, grab this other leg, and we'll take a big stretch through your glutes, through your backside. Working those external rotators of your hips, feeling that stretch and holding for 20 seconds. Okay, let's switch sides. Don't be surprised if one side's a little bit tighter than the other. 20 seconds. Many of you also know this stretch with your foot propped against a wall. That's a good variation as well. And relax. Okay. Now we're going to come to the half kneeling position. One knee's on the ground, one foot's on the ground. We're going to squeeze our backside, tuck our hips, push forward. Feel that stretch in the front of your hip. And we're going to reach up overhead and a little bit to the side, over your top knee. And we'll hold 20 seconds from here. And relax. Let's go the other way now. Just switch your legs. Again, tuck your hips, squeeze your backside, push forward, reach up and over your top knee. 20 seconds. And relax. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to come to our bottoms. And we'll start in this butterfly position, where our feet are together, pulling your heels in tight, chest is up high. What we're going to try to do is bring our chest over our heels while keeping a flat back. We're not rounding over, we're just trying to hinge at our hips to our heels. 20 seconds. In this position and every other position today, you guys, just make sure you're breathing normally. Don't find yourself in the spot where you're tense and holding your breath because it's such a big stretch. Try to relax in these positions. Okay, perfect. From this position, let's take our right foot straight out in front of us. And then we'll hook it around behind us to this 90-90 position. So our front knee's at 90 degrees, our back knee's at 90 degrees. We'll find our front knee, come into it, You can put hands on the ground, you can go out in front of you. What we're gonna do is hinge at our hips and find some stretches here. 20 seconds. Okay, come on out of that. What we'll try to do is sweep our right leg back around to the butterfly position. Left leg straight out. Let's hook that around behind us so we're in this 90-90 position. This side might be a little bit tighter, might be a little bit easier than last. Don't be surprised if they feel different. Starting in that same position, find your knee. Let's hinge. Try to take on some stretches. Okay, come out of that one. Hook your left leg around, back to the butterfly position. Very nice. And what we'll do is come to our bellies next. If this position feels good for you, that's awesome. If it doesn't feel good, don't do this one, you guys. From here, we'll push ourselves up to our elbows. And for some of you, you might feel a stretch here. Maybe it just feels good on your lower back. Maybe you feel a little bit of stretch through your belly, through the front of your hips. If this feels bad, stop doing it. Just hang out in the plank position. Just hang out on your belly. You can sit up. Just don't be in this position if it gives you trouble. All right, for those of you who need a little bit more, let's walk up to our hands and push up a little bit higher. Again, if it's uncomfortable, don't do it. 20 seconds. All right, and relax out of that one. Take a moment to find yourself, and then we'll roll to the side. From the side lying position, let's go both arms straight out. And then we'll take our top leg and pull it up. So this is my right leg in this case. Knee can rest on the ground. Let's take our left hand on top of our right knee. And then your right hand reaches behind to grab your left foot. And then from this position, let's lay back and try to get our right shoulder to the ground. You might feel some stretches in the front of your left hip, maybe in your right glute. Maybe you just feel a nice stretch through your back. If this bothers your back, don't do it. Make sure you are breathing normally. Okay, slowly come out of this one. And we'll go to the other side. Again, arms straight out. Left knee is on top this time, so bring your left knee up. Right hand sets on top of your left knee. Left hand reaches behind to your left foot. Pull your heel towards your bottom. Try to let your left shoulder drop back. Feel those stretches in the front of your right hip. Maybe your backside on the left side. And maybe you just feel a big stretch through the middle of your back. Again, if it's uncomfortable, do not do it. Okay, slowly bring yourself out of that, you guys. What we'll do next is we'll come to the cat-cow position, the tabletop position, the quadruped position, whatever you like to call it. And from here, we're going to take our hands, turn them so that our fingers are facing back toward our knees. And from here, we'll sink our hips back a little bit so that you feel a big stretch through your forearms. For a lot of us, this is a really tight area. Don't go to pain, just go to some kind of stretch through your forearms. 20 seconds. You can rock, you can hold. We're just going to accumulate 20 seconds in this position. Okay, come on out of that. Let's give ourselves a couple of circles here. And now we're going to take one hand over the top of our head so that you're trying to reach toward the middle of your back. Other hand comes on top. Pull your elbow down. Feel that big stretch through your tricep. Okay, come on out of that. And what we'll do is we'll switch sides. So opposite hand, over the top. Try to reach toward the middle of your back. Other hand comes over, pulls your elbow in and down. 20 seconds. Okay, relax, shake that out. Okay guys, last stretch here. Let's take our hands behind our back. Clasp your hands together. Make sure your shoulders aren't dumped forward like this, but roll them back so your chest is up. And then what we're going to do is bring our hands away from our backside, hands away from your bottom. We're going to hold 20 seconds in this position. Okay, come on out of that. Shake it out a little bit. All right, you guys, so that's just a quick static stretching routine there. Obviously, there are so many other muscle groups that we can stretch. There are so many other ways that we can stretch those groups. This is just one way to do it. If it feels good for you, go ahead and do it. If it doesn't feel good for you, maybe this isn't a great exercise for you. If you guys like it, rock and roll with it. If you don't like it, if you feel like it isn't productive for you, it's probably not going to be productive. So spend your time doing things that you guys like. All right, take care, you guys.